Welcome back to CryptosRus. I am George. We're all George. So let's talk about Bitcoin, because it seems like Bitcoin has reclaimed bullish momentum. And there are many bullish things to talk about today. And let's talk about what happens next. This crypto task force, crypto task force that's within the SEC is hosting 4 roundtables exploring trading, custody, DeFi. Basically, the SEC is very not anti-crypto anymore. And we know that. Yesterday, they just dismissed a case against Immutable X, which is very positive. But what you probably didn't know, what I didn't even know either, is the new chair, Paul Atkins, a very wealthy guy. Seems like Gary Gensler was very wealthy. Like all these SEC chairs are extremely wealthy. This guy has $330 million in assets and up to $6 million in crypto assets. Okay, so bottom line is this guy has a lot of crypto. So is he a good candidate? Well, I think at the very least he's going to be fair. He's going to be very fair with how the SEC is going to be ruling in the future. So very positive. And he didn't even start yet. I don't know why it's taking so long. We have acting chair now, but I guess the hearing is scheduled tomorrow. I don't know why he wasn't already made chair already. I don't know. I don't know the process, but it seems like he should have taken over already. But the acting chair right now, I know, has made a lot of moves already. But when Paul Atkins takes over, it'll be even more interesting. I mean, look at all the settlements. The Ripple settlement even came before Paul Atkins took over. That's interesting. They didn't even wait. They just decided to settle beforehand. And all the dismissals happened before he took over. I mean, like literally, they did everything before he even took over. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens when he does. Yeah. All right, ETF. Yesterday, we had a small but still net positive. So inflow of 27 million. So that's very good. So how many days is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 days of net inflow. So it does show the appetite is definitely coming back. So this definitely shows the bullish momentum building and coming back once again. All the previous sell pressure has dissipated, and now we are building that momentum once again, right? It seems like all the panicked Wall Street traders, all the panicked hedge funds that were offloading everything they can within the last few months, seems like the volume's dried up. And now you have the smart investors that are loading up because things are still cheap right now. That's what it seems like. Saylor is releasing his new stock today, Strife. So now you have MicroStrategy, you have Strike, and then you have Strife, which promises to give you 10% yield, which is more than an 8% on Strike. But it's a variable yield that could go upwards to 18% depending on if they have the money to pay out. Very interesting. Very interesting. So it'd be 3 stocks to choose from. And all this, of course, is done so that he could buy more Bitcoin, right? It's just never enough. For people that understand, like Saylor, no amount of Bitcoin. He already controls over 500,000 with his company, and him personally has over 17,000. He alone personally owns over 17,000, and he has already said if he ever passes away, he will just burn the keys, and that will be his gift to the rest of the Bitcoiners. So it's just never enough for this guy, and it's never enough for anyone that truly understands Bitcoin. It's a game of accumulation. Those that accumulate the most will build the most wealth. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's like buying real estate before it gets hot. That's really what it is. And it's only going to get hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter because Bitcoin is scarce and there is a set supply. And here's something else too. This is showing that the inflow right now in total not just for Bitcoin, for all of crypto, is at a 2-year low, sitting at 1.8 billion, and there's about 1.8 billion leaving. So we're kind of at a standstill. This is a 2-year low. So this is also showing that we are at kind of like the calm before the storm, and also we are reversing, because for many, many months, we have been coming down. Obviously, the net outflow was greater than net inflow, but we are going to turn around. So this is also pretty positive. And like I said, people that understand, people that know about Bitcoin will continue to load up. In fact, there's 48 new wallets that hold over 100 Bitcoins. And this is just recent, and they continue to load up. You got new millionaires, centimillionaires, billionaires that are coming in all the time, loading up. Remember, there's not enough Bitcoin to go around for every millionaire on the planet. That's how scarce Bitcoin is. There's more millionaires on the planet than there are Bitcoin. Take a second to think about that. Not every millionaire on the planet can afford to buy. Not afford. Well, yeah. Not every millionaire on the planet can afford to buy one, because if they try, the price will go up astronomically. All right. Last few things. Bitcoin obviously has been trending upwards, so it's above the 200 MA again, which is very positive. Whenever you go back above, that's always a good thing. And, that's another bullish indicator. So that's all short term. You guys know I mostly cover and care about long term. Short term, stuff like this happens all the time, right? Short term distractions, they happen all the time. But when in doubt, zoom out and realize that, we keep trending upwards, right? But we do have these times where it gets scary. We do go down. There are a lot of reasons why. But Bitcoin always figures out a way and keeps on going.